Hi YouTubers, Gamecock Adam here. It is December the 5th, 2020, and today I'm going to do a review on my brand new Kobalt 40 volt max brushless 14-inch electric chainsaw. I want to get into the details of how this stacks up as compared to a traditional gas-powered chainsaw that I've had for many years. It was time for me to go ahead and break down and buy one. I thought I'd go over the pros and cons of both and why I made the change, what comes with this Kobalt, and why I went with it. So before we do that though, I do want to ask that you please like and subscribe this video. I'm trying to do some videos that would be important to me if I were making a purchase. And you know, I'm a father of three, very busy, and money's something I watch pretty closely too. So hopefully these videos will help you out too when you're making your purchases as well. So as we begin, let me kind of tell you what I've been using a chainsaw here for lately. We live in the suburbs in South Carolina, and I don't cut trees down so much because I don't have really any trees in my yard other than a couple palm trees, but I cut firewood up regularly and need a lot of it. So this Poulan Pro I've had for, I guess, over 10 years. I think I got it in 2009, and it's worked well. It's done what I need it to do. It's an 18-inch gas-powered, 2-cycle chainsaw, so you have to mix the oil and fuel together every time. So, you know, overall it's worked when I needed it to. But like any gas-powered piece of equipment you don't use very often, it's finicky. It's finicky to start. It doesn't stay on, it revs, and I've had some little issues with it here and there. Just recently, it just finally quit working on me. It kept cutting out. And I knew, just from owning a lot of these 2-cycle and even 4-cycle pieces of small equipment, probably the carburetor, right? I mean, that's where everybody goes to. So I changed the carb out, still having issues with it, put a new chain on it, put a new filter in it, a fuel filter, spark plug, all the basics, still not running quite right. So I went ahead and opted for something that we've all started going to here lately, something that's electric and something you can charge up and use like crazy when you need it. And so that's why I went with this Kobalt. I'm a Lowe's fan. I seldomly shop at Home Depot, but went with the Kobalt because I have a lot of cold Kobalt stuff already. As you can see, this is the 40 volt system. I'm embarrassed to show you my garage, but as you can see up on the wall up there, I've got 3 other pieces of equipment up there that are all the Kobalt 40 volt pieces of equipment. I've got the edger, I've got the blower, I've got the hedge trimmer as well, and of course I've got 3 batteries already and the chargers and all that kind of stuff. So this was right up my alley when I saw this. I paid $1.99 for it today at Lowe's. It wasn't on sale, unfortunately, but I needed it to cut some firewood today. So let me kind of tell you how my experience went. I got to say, unboxing it took about 3 minutes. It's already put together. All you have to do is add some bar and chain oil, which does not come with this kit. I think they could have at least thrown in a small little bottle of it just to get you going and take care of your immediate job. Luckily, I already had some. Any all-purpose will work fine. And, I popped the battery in there and went away on it. Filled it up with the bar and chain oil, and that was it. I mean, it cut like butter. So that's really why I made this video. I mean, this Poulan Pro's been excellent too. It's got a lot of power, a lot of torque. As you can imagine, it's an internal combustion engine, so it does. But I gotta say, man, this thing is absolutely worth the money, and I would definitely buy it again and again. I mean, you pull the trigger, it goes. You release the trigger, it stops. You're not cranking it, you're not priming it, you're not putting fuel in it and having to put Stay-Bil in the fuel and all that crap. I mean, this thing just works like a damn champ. So very, very happy with the purchase. I'm going to step outside in a little while and I'll show you the wood that I cut up with it. But man, I would say go for this thing. The last thing I'll say about this, the other reason I got it, if you've ever owned any of these batteries and battery packs, they're about $100 when you buy one. So any piece of equipment you buy comes with one, and typically comes with that charger right there as well. Having those things are like a piece of gold. So this came with a 4-hour, I guess the highest, I mean, it definitely is the most hour setup that I've ever had before, battery pack, and it came with another charger. I mean, those things alone are $100, so I basically just paid $100 for this chainsaw, which I will use constantly. So one other last thing, other pro to this, no noise. I mean, it sounds like you're cutting bushes with a hedge trimmer with it, as opposed to this thing that sounds like a 1967 Volkswagen Beetle cranking up every time I'm trying to crank it, and I'm not wearing my arm out with it. So I guess the only thing I miss about this, it's a little torquier. It has a little more grit to it, but this thing, for what I'm doing with it, my gosh, if you're not cutting down redwoods or cutting down massive trees, this is going to be perfect for you and your family. So I would absolutely all day long buy this thing again. So great job, Kobalt. Still happy fan, and have my 4th piece of equipment. So hope you guys enjoy this video. Please, again, like and subscribe, and I'll try to continue to make good videos for you. So hope you have a great weekend. Thank you.